Greetings to all. And in this session, we are going to discuss a very good data structure, possibly the most important data structure in Python programming, called as dictionary data structure in Python. So we have already seen what is list data structure, what is tuple data structure, what is sets data structure. We also come across numbers and strings in Python. So what's special about dictionary, right? So dictionary is actually we call an advanced type of data structure comparably of all the above data structures what we have discussed. So in this dictionary, we are going to store a set of data items, not just as items, but as key and value pairs. Like for every item in other data structure, I have an index irrespective of set. I do only with of set where it is unordered. Here in dictionary, instead of index, I have something called as key, which is used to uniquely refer that particular item. Like set, there is a common notation here in dictionary. Also, my representation will be curly braces. I also use curly braces for representation in dictionaries. So the same curly braces is used like sets, but sets here have normal data items, but here it is key colon value pairs. This is actually called as key and this is value. If I want to get this particular value, I should say dictionary name of that particular value. If I say T1 of apple, then the particular value 1 will be obtained for me. Similarly, T1 of cherry is 3. So everything is represented by a particular key. And the thing what I use is actually curly braces. So it is actually can be categorized as a map data structure where every key will uniquely identify a value. So there is a set of conditions to have a key also. So how the key should be declared, everything. Since sets and dictionary both are having the same bracket notation, if it lists like this, it is an empty set. If I want to declare an empty dictionary, I should say dict off. If I say dict off, then it is actually called as empty dictionary. If I directly say something like D is equal to an empty curly brace like this, then it is a set, empty set. If I say D is equal to dict off, then it is an empty dictionary. So how a dictionary will look, there is an example. So I have an example T1 is equal to curly brace. I am saying apple colon 1, meaning that the entire string key can be an integer, float, a list, or yes, and even a key can be a list, and a key can be a string, anything, colon 1. So this particular apple denotes 1. Similarly, if I am having another separate by comma, I am having another key banana whose value is 2, another key cherry whose value is 3. So everything is actually a key value pair separated by commas. So I can print T1, so it will look like this. This is actually the basic dictionary notation in Python. So how can I access a particular dictionary? Usually the dictionary's values are accessed by using the key. By placing the keys inside the square brackets, I can access its corresponding value. So the thing is, I can also use the get method. For example, syntax is equal to dictionary name. That is syntax the name, right? What you want to get dictionary and dictionary name dot get of key comma default. I can say this to access the particular item by using the key. So it will give the corresponding value for that particular key. If the particular key is not present in the dictionary, then it will say default value. Then it will give some other default value. So this I can say like dictionary name dot get of cherry comma 6 cherry comma 6. I know that cherry is present in the dictionary. If it is present, it will give me 3. If cherry is not present, it will give me 6. Why? Because the searched key is actually not present in the dictionary. So we will go into it how it is. If I say T1 of apple, I'll get 1. And if I test T1 of cherry, I'll get 3. I can also use the get method like T1 dot get of say banana comma 7. So if banana is present, so I'll get 2. Similarly, if I say T1 dot get of say orange comma 7. So if the particular key orange is not present in this dictionary T1, so it will give me the value 7. So that is the use of get method in dictionary. In this way, you can access the values in the dictionary with the keys. So that much important key in dictionary will have some respects and conditions. So what is the basic thing in behind dictionary? So we say it is a D-type class, that is dictionary class. It is a mapping object that maps hashable values to arbitrary objects. So when I say arbitrary, dictionary is also an unordered structure. Here also the ordering is not followed. Like set, here on the dictionary also we don't have any ordering. Why? Because here you have nothing to work on with index or positions. Everything is accessible with respect to keys. So never mind where the keys are actually present in what position. I'm going to access them by using keys. So ultimately, searching will be fast. Second, key dictionaries are mutable. Yes, I can mute the values of the dictionary. I'm not saying the keys. The values of the dictionary are mutable. Values that are not hashable. That is, what is that hashable? That is, values contain list, dictionary, or other mutable types not be used as keys. So if you are having other mutable types in the sense list, everything, then that cannot be used as keys. Why? Because I say keys are immutable. In that place, if you go and keep a list, then what will happen? List is a mutable item. So how can I mute that particular item if I bring a key? So keys are actually immutable. Dictionary can be created by placing a comma separated list of key value pairs within braces. That is what we discussed. It is a key value pairs separated by commas inside curly braces. So ways of creating a dictionary. This slide is most important, right? Now I can create a dictionary by saying A is equal to dict of apple equal to 1, comma banana is equal to 2, and cherry equal to 3. Sorry, there is a mistake here. Here colon will not come. So cherry equal to 3. I can say like this. So dict of. I'm converting this particular statements separated by commas into dict. Similarly, I can also create a dictionary as B is equal to inside curly brace. I can say apple colon 1, comma banana colon 2, comma cherry colon 3. This is another way of creating the dictionary. Next, C is equal to dict of zip of a list. I'm having a list. What is the list? First list is apple, comma banana, comma cherry. Why I'm saying it as a list? It is enclosed within square brackets. So this completely is one list. Next, I'm having another list 1, comma 2, comma 3. Both the two lists, I'm doing some operation called zip. If I zip it, what will happen is I will get the first list behave as a key and the second list behave as a corresponding value and form a dictionary. So it will actually zipping the both items. So apple get connected with 1, banana get zipped with 2, and cherry get zipped with 3. So when doing zipping operation, both the list should be of same size and get zipped and be converted into a dictionary. Right? It will get once zipped, it will be getting a value like this. Apple equal to 1, banana is equal to 2, cherry is equal to 3. And once again, I convert it into a dictionary by saying dict, and I'll get a dictionary. Another way of creating dictionary is the traditional approach, but not most widely used. That is a list of tuples approach. There is another definition of dictionary which is actually called as list of tuples. Dictionary is also called as list of tuples. So all that items in the dictionary will be tuples. See, banana comma 2, apple comma 1, cherry comma 3. Everything is a tuple. And all the tuple items got combined into a list. So it is a list of tuples. In this way also I can form a dictionary. And finally, I can also change the order and keep. I say cherry colon 3, apple colon 1, and banana colon 2. And I'm changing just the order. And now I have 5 different ways of creating a dictionary. And I'm saying A double equal B double equal C double equal D double equal E. So what I'm doing, I'm just checking whether all the 5 are equal or not. and I'm getting the result true. That is, these are 5 equivalent ways of creating a dictionary. You can create the same dictionary output by these 5 different ways. Either you use a normal assignment with dict, then you directly use the key value pairs enclosed within curly braces, or you zip to list and then convert it into a dictionary, or you make a dictionary as a list of tuples. You can also change the ordering of the items inside the dictionary, but still it will behave as a dictionary. So these are actually the ways of creating dictionary, right? Now, looping through a dictionary or checking whether the particular item exists or not. So as I said, each item in the dictionary is actually a tuple. The tuple is going to be a key comma value pair, right? It is going to be a key value pair. Every key value pair will be acting as a tuple, and the set of key value pair will form a list. So we call dictionary as a list of tuples. So looping inside the dictionary, how? By using the membership operator in. So I'm having a same dictionary T1 where apple is equal apple colon 1, banana colon 2, and cherry colon 3. For x in T1, print x colon T1 of x. X is actually the key, and T1 of x is actually denoting the corresponding value. So the corresponding value is being printed, and that value will give me the result. So it is giving actually apple colon T1 of x. So what is x? Apple. T1 of apple is 1. Next banana. T1 of banana is 2. Next cherry. T1 of cherry is 3. So it will be printed like apple colon 1. This colon is printed in a double quote, so it will appear like the same. Apple colon 1, banana colon 2, and cherry colon 3. So this is how you loop inside the methods of the particular dictionary. Another way of doing this is, for example, I'm having tu is equal to dict of zip of php comma sql comma c++, that is on tuple comma 1 comma 2 comma 3. So both is actually a tuple. I'm going to zip both tuples. So php will be 1, sql will be 2, and c++ will be 3. Now I'm asking if SQL in TU, I'm asking whether TU is a dictionary, whether it is having an item with the key SQL. It is saying yes, it is having the data item present. SQL. Yes, SQL is present. Its value is 2. So these are actually the ways in which I can loop into the dictionary, or I can use the membership operator to find the particular element is present or not. Next, what are the methods that are present in dictionary? First is get method. Next, set default, update. So these are insertion and access functions in dictionary. If I say t1.get of apple comma 0, so what is the saying? If the particular key apple is present in t1, then return the corresponding value. If the particular key is actually not present in T1, then returns the default value 0, right? Then return the default value 0. Similarly, then I can also set a particular default value for keys. If that particular key is not available in the dictionary, I can return a default value. That is, if I say T1.set default of apple, if my dictionary T1 is not giving the value for apple, in my case, it is giving the value 1. If it is not giving the value 1, I can say you give the value 0. The default value for the key apple, I'm setting it to be 0. Similarly, I can set the default value of A as 0 or some other values. I can do that. Yes. Why? Because if I try to access an element in the dictionary by using its key, if the particular key is not available, it is considered as an error. Key not found. Key error will occur. So to avoid those errors, if I set some default values by calling, then I can get those values instead of those errors, avoiding errors, exceptions, right? So now going into the next item, that is t1.update. So what t1.update will do? T1.update a colon 1 comma apple colon 3. This particular updation will change the values of the keys A and Apple. If the keys are actually existing, its value will become changed. Apple is already existing, whose value is 3. Now, whose value is previously 1. Now it's been changed to 3. A is actually not present. Now it has been updated with 1. That is, a new key will be formed and it will be updated with the value 1. So updating the items in the dictionary with respect to the values. So get, set default and update are the insertion or access functions or methods available in dictionary data structure. We have completed with insertion. Now going to removal. In removal, I can have pop item, clear, and delete. So these are the functions or methods available. If I say t1 dot pop of A, what is A? A key. I'm saying pop. What will happen? That particular key and its corresponding value. So the entire item get popped or removed. And if I say t1 dot pop item, this item will be removing a particular element in LIFO order. So what is LIFO order is lost in first out. So which element came last, that element will be deleted first. So at last, what element you inserted into the dictionary, that particular element will be popped out. Next, I can also say t1 dot clear off. What is clear off? Clear all the items in the dictionary and keep it empty. That is actually t1 dot clear. I can also use del operation on a particular key, that is del t1 apple. So this del command can delete a particular element entirely, or if I say del t1, it will actually delete the entire dictionary. Right? If I say del t1, entire t1 dictionary will be deleted. If you say del t1 of apple, and let's suppose the key apple is not present in the dictionary, then what will happen is you'll get a key error. Why? Because you are trying to access a key which is actually not present. You are trying to access a key which is actually not present. So that is, key error will occur for you. Next, going into the other special methods in dictionary. That is, if you say t1 dot items of. If you say t1 dot items of, you will get each item in the dictionary one by one. So what is item in the dictionary? Key and value pair. How that pair will occur? The pair will occur as a tuple. So every item is a tuple in dictionary. So I'll get all the tuples occurring one by one as items. If I say t1 dot items of. If I say t1 dot keys of, we'll get the list of all the keys of that particular dictionary. Say I'm getting a list of all the keys. And if I say t1 dot values, obviously I'll get a list of values in the dictionary. And if I say t1 dot items, remember I'll get a list of tuples. Tuples correspond to key value pairs. Right? So this is t1 dot items, t1 dot keys, and t1 dot values method. Next, the final, the default dict. So what is this default dict? I'm having many collections available in dictionary, not only default dict. Default dict is one of such basic collections available in dictionary, which is used to create an empty dictionary of a particular data type. If, for example, I need to create a default dictionary, so I will say from collections, import default dictionary. So here in an FS extra, I say from collections, import default dict. So then I say A is equal to default dict of int. So it says that I'm going to create a default dictionary whose keys are going to have an integer value. So it is an integer dictionary, right? I'm creating an integer dictionary whose values are going to be integers. I'm saying a dot update of apple colon 0, cherries colon 1. I'm just updating the values. And if I say a of banana, what will happen? It will get 0. Why? Because default dictionary by default assign all the key values to 0. So if the particular key value is not available, but if you search for that particular key, then you will not get error. You will get 0 value. Why? Because for all the key values, default value is set as integer 0. So what will happen? I will not get key error. Will not go for an key which is actually not available. For all the keys what is not available, I have a default value. So that is the special purpose of a default dict. So we have many several functions and methods available like this. This is like classes available like this. These classes like default dict comes under a separate package called as collections, which will make my operations more easier. So that is actually the special case. So here this default dict is avoiding the key error for me. Likewise, I'm having counter, which is another class to make to count number of occurrences of a particular value in the dictionary, and so on. Many collections are available. We will see one by one. Yes. So in this particular session on dictionaries, we have discussed what is the special use case of dictionary, how to use it. It is also an unordered data structure. All the things based on key and value pairs, also called as a list of tuple data structure. And here keys are immutable and values are mutable, and you cannot have a same key for two values. Why? Because it will create an ambiguity. And we have several insertion and removal methods available in dictionary, and we have seen about default dict, which is used to avoid the main error which occurs in dictionary called as key error. Thank you.